What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we gonna be reading some scenarios and deciding if they are a red flag or not. And these are all from a community tab. So let's jump into it. Number 1. When I asked my wife if she wanted to share her password with me, she said that it would be a violation of her privacy. Should I be concerned about this? Red flag or not? Okay, so she doesn't want to share her password. That is absolutely a red flag. You should be very concerned. So, your wife says that sharing her password with you would be a violation of her privacy. Now, do you think you have a right to know what your wife is doing on her phone? Her personal phone? Yes! Do you think you have a right to know what your wife is doing on the phone that she literally has nothing to hide on? Also, yes. And no, just because you're married does not mean that you get access to each other's phones. Like, that is something that you have to explicitly agree to and discuss, and you have to both agree to it. She can't just say, well, now I am married, so I have to give you my phone and you have to give me your phone. No, that's not how it works. If anything, it should be like a privilege that you earn over time if you want to go through each other as phones. But in this case, he says that she literally has nothing to hide. So why wouldn't she just let him look at her phone? The only reason someone would want to show you their phone if they have nothing to hide is if they re-hiding something. So she might as well just give you the phone at this point. Because if you're telling me that you have nothing to hide, but you're still hiding it, that means you're hiding something. Number 2. My partner and I went out for dinner last night, and when it was time to pay, he told the waiter to split the bill. He then told me that his parents taught him that he should have to pay for everything on a date because the girl should contribute. He also said that even if I pay for everything, he will pay me back next week. I was shocked and kind of angry about this. We aren't dating anymore. This is our second week together. Is this a red flag? Oh, yes. Oh, and then some. So, you went on a date with this guy? Had dinner, and he told the waiter to split the bill? He then explained to you that his parents raised him to believe that the woman should pay for half the bill on a first date. Which, by the way, I don't know where he lives, but we actually have this thing called a first date, where the man pays for the first date. I do not know if he is trying to be a little bit frugal, or if he thinks that he is getting ripped off, but this is not normal at all. Like, it's okay if you split the bill. I've gone on dates before where I've split the bill! It's usually guys that say, hey, let's go somewhere, and they offer to pay for everything. They offer to pick up the check. They offer to pay for everything, and then you either say yes or no. If you say yes, then they pay for everything. If you say no, then you split the bill. But it's never been where it's like, hey, I want to go out with you, you pay for this, I'll pay for that. That's never happened to me. And the fact that he wants to split the bill but then also pay you back next week means that he doesn't have enough money to pay for the entire date. So he's basically saying, hey, I can't afford to pay for everything, so can you reimburse me later? This is such a red flag. Number 3, we went on a double date with another couple. They didn't want to join us. They said they were shy. I didn't care. I wanted to get to know them better. Then they started making fun of me for being interested in them. Their whole relationship felt really toxic. Is this a red flag? So you went on a double date with this couple, and apparently you wanted to talk to this girl, which is fine. Everyone can talk to anyone! But then the couple started making fun of you for talking to the girl, which is not okay. That is absolutely a red flag. That is so toxic! Why would you make fun of your friend for wanting to make friends with someone else? That's literally what you do at a party. You meet someone, you strike up a conversation. So if they're making fun of you for just being friendly with someone else, that's a red flag. That is super possessive. That is super controlling. And that is super toxic. Number 4, I met a guy online who seemed nice, but after a while, he became very pushy and demanding. He asks me things like, why did you take so long to reply? Or, where were you last night? Even though I tell him I'm busy, he still won't stop asking. I'm busy working on schoolwork. I'm busy hanging out with friends. I'm busy doing homework. He gets mad at me for not answering and tells me that if I am too busy for him, I should just say bye. I always end up giving in and sending him a message because I do want to upset him. Am I doing the wrong thing? Is this a red flag? Yes, this is definitely a red flag. No, you are not doing the right thing. And yes, this is a huge red flag. He's being very possessive. He's being very controlling. He's also being very manipulative. He knows that you're busy, and instead of him respecting your boundaries and giving you space, he becomes upset. He starts being cold and distant, and he tells you that if you're too busy for him to just say bye. No, you should not say bye. You should stand your ground. You should tell him that he needs to back off. You tell him that you're busy working on schoolwork. You tell him that you're busy spending time with friends. You tell him that you're busy doing your own thing and that he needs to respect that. And if he can't respect that, then yeah, he can get bent. That's a red flag. And number 5, he never initiates anything. My boyfriend never initiates anything. If I don't text him or initiate sex, we barely talk. I don't know what to do. Help! Red flag or nah? Yeah, this is definitely a red flag. It's not completely a red flag because sometimes people just need that little nudge. Sometimes you just need to be the one to initiate things. But if he never initiates anything, and you're the only one who ever texts him, that's a red flag. Either he's not interested in you at all, or he's waiting for you to make the first move. So, if you want to be with a guy that's going to be attentive and loving and caring and give you the time of day and actually be affectionate towards you, he needs to actually put in effort. And if he's not willing to put in the bare minimum effort, then that's a red flag. Alright, so that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got some value out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!